Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? We are now in for another episode of Marketing Monday. Sorry, we missed you guys last week. As you are coming on in, go ahead and tell us where you're coming from. Also, let us know a little bit more about your book. Let us know if you're participating in Black Friday. Y'all, this is the Black Friday edition. So we want to make sure that you guys are ready for Black Friday. Again, as you are coming on in, go ahead and say hello. I am getting ready to tag a few of you guys in so we can go ahead and get started. I'm really excited about this because I feel like sometimes us as authors, we miss out on the opportunity, especially if you don't feel like you can compete with Black Friday. But we're going to talk about that right now. So go ahead and tag your friends, tag your fellow author people. And again, as you are coming on in, go ahead and say hello. Let me tag a few people. Yes, come join us. All right, as we are waiting for people to join, go ahead and say good morning, good afternoon. I guess it is I guess it is the afternoon. All right. All right, sorry, went ahead and started. So, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Chanel E. Martin, and I am the founder of Beyond the Book Media. And I'm super excited about today's discussion because we're getting ready to talk about Black Friday. Hey, Phyllis, how are you doing today? All the way from Dallas, Fort Worth. We're talking about Black Friday. So, let me know in the comments if you already have your Black Friday offer together, and let me know if you're like. So, here we go. Let's do it this way. Put a 1 if you're ready for Black Friday. Put a 2 if you don't even know, and put a 3 if you're like, nah, I ain't ready. I ain't ready. Let me know in the comments if you are ready. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I want to tell y'all a few stats. Now, first of all, you absolutely need to be in this year's buying blitz. I know they're talking about we're in a recession, but the facts are the facts, y'all. People still spending lots of coins, including you. How many of you are waiting for some Black Friday sales to pop off, right? So you need to make sure that you are a part of this Black Friday. And guess what? It's not too late. You might have to work a little harder, but you still have an opportunity to be a part of it. So we're getting ready to talk about just a few tips, and then I have some ideas. And if you were like, Chanel, I need help me with my Black Friday offer, I want you to drop it in the comments because I'll be answering comments. Now, here's tip number one. Tip number one, and I did some research on Black Friday trends, and here were a few that I found that I thought would be beneficial to authors. So first of all, first thing you need to know is that you need to be in Black Friday, and we'll talk about how you can package yourself as an author to best maximize Black Friday. But the first thing you need to do, okay, once you figure out your offer, you need to maintain, it says, an omni-channel presence to capture the user in all purchasing stages. So, how many of you have made the mistake of putting together an offer and only marketing on one channel, right? So maybe you only marketed on your Facebook account, you only marketed on your Instagram account, you only marketed in email, right? So, what I need you guys to do is when you come up with your Black Friday offer, I want you to think about all the different ways that you communicate with your target audience, okay? So that might be your Facebook page, that might be your Facebook group, that also might be your Instagram page, that might be YouTube. Any way, any place, and anywhere that you have a digital footprint, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and prepare for people to be sick of you, okay? Prepare for people to be sick of you, okay? You know how they say, prepare to be sick of me. You need to make these people sick of seeing you, right? You want to know why? Because number one, that's what everyone else is going to be doing. Everyone else is already gearing up in a multitude of ways for people to see your offer. So I'm here to tell you that if you do get in it, and you absolutely need to, so don't let this discourage you. You need to be omnipresent, not like God, but they call it omni-channel. So, if you get a moment, I want you to write down every place in which you have influence, in which you can get people to buy. All right, that's the first thing. You need to have an omni-channel presence. Number two, you need to compare your prices, your language, and your offerings to those that are your competitors. So, what are other people doing in your industry? What are they charging? What are they saying about the offer? I want you to look in your industry. I want you to look at other authors. I want you to look at other coaches, consultants, whatever it is, that you do. And as I'm talking, y'all, if y'all can think about your offer, if you have an offer, go ahead and drop it in the comments so we can talk about it and talk about how you can maximize that. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're pricing right. Okay. So for example, if you decide, I'm going to sell something for $1,000, and like really people in your industry are selling stuff for 497, you may have just priced yourself out of Black Friday. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. In addition to that, so you're going to compare your pricing, your language, and your offerings to those in your competitors. The next thing you're going to do, listen, any of you guys camera shy? I got a question. Let me know in the comments if you're camera shy or if you're not camera shy. I want to know, because I know sometimes like we have this whole thing about showing up on camera. We're really nervous. We don't want to embarrass ourselves, or maybe we just feel like we're not as confident as we could be, as we feel like we could be showing up on camera. So this is what you're gonna need to do. It says I was told that you are going to need to use creative video to compel your target audience. So I don't care what it is. Mama Phyllis, with your books, I don't care if it's just you reading the books. You are going to need to make sure that you have video. So I don't care how many Instagram graphics you got. I don't care how many social media posts. I don't care how many emails. The folks want to see your face. So I want you to go ahead and start getting your video strategy. Of course, Reels, of course, TikTok, any kind of creative way that you can show visually what people are getting, because that's what people want. People want to see the visual aspect of that. Okay. Good. Y'all not camera shy. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? So people want to see visually. So I want you to go ahead this week. You still got time. Start thinking about how you can showcase what you offer. And we're going to be talking about that in just a minute. Now, the next thing I want you to do, and I feel like this is a big thing that people forget about. They forget about remarketing. Let me know in the comments if any of you guys have a customer list of people that have bought from you. So if you have their emails, do you have their phone numbers? Do you got what, if you have any kind of information or any data from people that have already bought from you, this is when you're going to go back to those people that have bought from you, and you are going to offer them something that they need again. Okay. That maybe if it's, let's say for those of you who are authors, if someone bought a book from you, maybe it's you hitting them back up and say, hey, buy another book. Okay. Or maybe if someone that bought a book from you and now you have a journal or a workbook, going back to them and saying, hey, I have a workbook. Or how about some of you have consumable products, like I have a workbook. All of those who bought from you, getting ready to email them and say, hey, or message them or text them and say, hey, I have something else for you that you can buy. So those are a few tips that I wanted to give you. Number one, you're gonna need to be everywhere, okay? And y'all don't give up. Don't feel overwhelmed. You can start now. If you start really thinking through it, and you get one solid offer, have one solid offer for Black Friday. Don't be trying to sell like 50, 11,000 things. Have one solid offer. And make sure that you're everywhere. Also, look at your competitors. What are other people doing? What are other people charging for your products and services? Of course, you're going to need to have video. You're going to need to showcase video. And then also, don't forget to retarget and go back to all those people that bought from you and ask them to buy again. Okay. Ask them to buy again. Now, I want to talk about our authors who are just like, okay, Chanel, this is all good, but I don't even know what to sell. And Mama Phyllis, I see yours. Let me know in the comments if you're like, I don't know what to sell. Okay. Let me know. Or if you're like, I got something and you want to drop it in for us to kind of talk through it. So, Mama Phyllis, I'm going to address yours really quickly. You said you have 2 children's books for $20 or 3 for $25. Honestly, I would lean more towards the 3 for $25. So people are going to be very price conscious. So I don't want you to price yourself so low. Okay. I don't want you to price yourself so low that you don't make any money, but I also don't want you to be so high where people are passing by your offer. All right, so let's talk about those of you who have books and that all you got is a book. Your book is your only product. Let me know in the comments if that's you. You're like, you know what? The only product I got is a book. Or let me know in the comments if you have a book and you may have a coaching program, or you may have products and services that go with it. Or maybe you may have, look, someone just said they have a book and a journal. Let me know in the comments which one is you, because let's talk about that. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about Black Friday, right? So Black Friday, people are looking for a few things. Number one, they're looking for something. It's like they're in anticipation of getting something at a lower price. And oftentimes they've been waiting all year. Or they're just more likely to buy stuff and to support. I know every year around Black Friday, I probably choose anywhere from 5 to 10 businesses, and I have a budget, and I'm just gonna buy some stuff that I want and that person may have. So, like, here's a few things that I want. Okay, I want you to think about your target audience, and I want you to think about the stuff that he or she wants. So, like, of course, stuff that I'm gonna buy on Black Friday, right? Just because it's Black Friday and I can get a great deal. Candles. Who don't love a good candle? I'm gonna buy some candles. I'm probably gonna buy lotion, soap, body butters. Why? Because it's cheap on Black Friday. I'm the type of person that will buy like a whole squad stash of it just because it's super cheap on Black Friday, right? Of course, fragrances, essential oils, lipstick, makeup. I'll buy that. Hair products, accessories. I'll buy that. Maybe some sort of course or something, or some sort of self-improvement, something that I was thinking about getting, and I've been seeing people talk about it. And now it's like super cheap. And I don't have, I just I'm like, you know what? I got $1,000 I want to spend. Let me spend some of this on this particular product. So I want you to think about that. What are the things that your target audience likes? I want you to write those things down, okay? Because what I want you to do is I want you to make your Black Friday offer too good to pass up, okay? I want you to make it too good to pass up. Now, of course, you can sell your book and you can offer your book on sale, but y'all, that's kind of, I know this is gonna sound real crazy, but that's kind of basic a little bit, right? I mean, it's just a book, right? You have so much more. But what if you offered your book with something else? I believe that many of you are gonna win on Black Friday by offering bundles. Okay, I want you to put that in the comments. Somebody put that in the comments. Go ahead and put bundles. You are going to win in Black Friday by offering bundles. Now, you still have quite some time. You have a few weeks. So many of you probably need to offer your book and some other product or some sort of tool that will entice your target audience. And many of you can go ahead and buy wholesale of those, okay? Or you can get real creative. You can DIY a whole box, okay? So let's talk about it. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today, and we were talking about her book, and her book really focuses on self-care, okay? So what if she gave her book and then she offered like a candle, okay? What if she offered both of those, took some pictures, took some video, and so now her target audience is more inclined to actually buy from her because you're offering more than just a book, right? Or maybe it's a book and you have a beautiful workbook. Side note, I offered y'all a workbook masterclass course, and for us to create it for you over the weekend for $9.97. Shame on you if you didn't take advantage of that offer. That's what many of you are missing. You are missing a workbook. You are missing a journal to make more money from your book, because your book alone doesn't cut it. All right. So that's another thing. You want to think about something that your target audience likes. If you want to put something in the comments, go ahead and put something in the comments. If you can think about your book and what could go with your book. Maybe it's a nice t-shirt, right? And I'm not talking about just a t-shirt with the title of the book. I'm talking about a t-shirt with a theme that's in your book, right? With a theme. So, for example, I have a God Bless the Scribe journals, but I also have some God Bless the Scribe shirts that I haven't really brought out with. I might bring those out. That would be very smart for me to offer my God Bless the Scribe shirt, right? Limited edition shirt. Every person, you can get the book and the shirt, right? And I do like a really low cost bundle deal for people to get both. That might be something that I could re-offer to my past clients, and they haven't even had an opportunity to get that because it's new. All right. So let's see. I'm seeing some of your comments. Let's look in here. So we have Mama Phyllis has some croc charms based on the book. So that's good. You're going to want to make sure that if you do offer that, okay, that you showcase that it comes with that in some very good photo quality or some video, okay? Let's see. I was going to launch the companion devotional with my book with the journal and a pen as a bundle. Yes. Go ahead and do that. And you want to, whenever you get ready to market it, you want to make sure that you are really touching on a pain point. So I don't want you to say, hey, buy my book, it's on sale, 15% off. Nope, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Can I keep it real with y'all? Y'all don't excuse my very candid my candid comments. Nobody cares about your book, really. And when I say that, like, especially during the busiest shopping season, nobody cares about just your book, but the people care about the transformation that your book is going to take them through. The people care about the information, the knowledge, and the wisdom. So whenever you are offering your book, right, and hopefully you're going to put something with it, I want you to think about the transformation. So I know Mama Phyllis's books are about hand washing, and because she sent some to my kids, and she has coloring books as well. And what I love about it, so you can say, teach your little ones hand washing, okay? Teach your little ones how to read and how to have good hygiene. On sale right now, 2 for $20, right? Let's see what else we have. Deborah says she has some colorful little notebooks and decorative pens. So how is that going to aid in the overall transformation? How is that going to feed a need? Do you get what I'm saying? How is it going to feed a need? You want to feed a need. And people are looking to get their need, to feed their needs and Black Friday, and they're looking for a good deal. All right. Let's see what else. All right. So you want to feed the need. So when you're just like, okay, buy my book, that is not enough. My book is on sale. That is not enough. You need to really tell people, like, okay, somebody else dropped their book. Let's see. You have something that says somebody said they had a book. I cannot see your name. Let's see. Yes, that's a good idea. I don't know what to sell. I consider giving a book away, perhaps a book that the book club has read in the past. Absolutely. You have a book, but you want a coach program. Well, you can get that. You should have took I got a whole training, Deborah, called From Book to Course, that teaches you how to turn your book into a program, into an online course. I've been practically giving that away. It ain't being given away no more because I've included it, but it would have fast tracked. You would have already had that thing together by Black Friday. Let's see what else we got. Somebody said something okay, here it is. I don't know who this is. I'm thinking about that right now. My book is about processing grief. So I want you to think about the things that you need when you are processing grief. What's going to help them, right? So it might be, I don't know. I can't even think about anything. I'm not the grief expert, but if you can think about, or if anybody got any suggestions for this person, right? What is something that you do? Let me think about something. I lost my dad earlier this year. And one of the things that I struggle with in processing grief is, of course, definitely a journal. That's like a no-brainer, right? Or maybe some reflective questions in the journal to help me really think through and to help me maybe set myself up daily so that I can actually process grief, because a lot of people are not actually processing their grief. They're going through grief, they're grieving, but they're not processing it. So that was one thing. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's see. Okay, someone says my devotional speaks to examining our hearts, so I can design a tee that speaks to that also. All right, so yeah, you can design a t-shirt, you can do some coffee mugs, you can do some kind of merch, anything that you can think of that your target audience would want, that would be a no-brainer to get that with your book. And remember, you have to showcase it, you have to do video, you're going to have to do photos, you're going to make sure you showcase it, and you're going to talk about how, okay, if it says examine your heart and you design a tee, how is wearing that t-shirt going to help them examine their hearts? You want to make sure that you are feeding the need. Okay, let's see. All right, so anybody else have anything they want to add, or any other questions, or any other thoughts, or any other ideas? So like, for example, I told y'all with my God Bless the Scribe, right? I'm doing a I should do. Let me just say I should do. It probably won't take that long. I have a God Bless the Scribe t-shirt design that it's been years. Oh my goodness, it's been 3 years. So I might bring that back just for Black Friday edition. And yeah, like I think that's gonna go over very, very, very well. And then because my journal is a prophetic journal, look, I might go ahead and throw some coffee mugs in there too, right? I think I am. I think I'm gonna do a God Bless the Scribe bundle that's gonna include my God Bless the Scribe journal, a coffee mug, and a t-shirt. I like that idea. Okay, let's talk about y'all's. Let's see. Yes, how it processes. I heard there are different levels of grief. Look, anybody else want to share what their book is about, and any suggestions or any ideas, let's see, that you might have, or anything that you're thinking through? And for those of you who are just coming on in, we are talking about Black Friday edition for authors. Now, while you guys are coming on in, let's talk about getting ready for Black Friday, okay? Since I'm waiting for you guys. So the first thing we talked about earlier was like for you to write down every single place that you have influence. And you know what? There are probably tons of Black Friday pop-up shops, whether they are virtual or in person. If it's not too late, you might want to consider vending or going to a pop-up shop. Maybe if you miss Black Friday, people are still buying past Black Friday during this whole holiday season. So don't think that it stops with Black Friday. It starts. I want you to put that in the comments. It starts with Black Friday. Okay. It starts with Black Friday. It starts with Black Friday. So one of the reasons why I think my God Bless the Scribe journals did so well last Black Friday was because it fed a need. People wanted to hear the voice for their business. It's coming up on the end of the year. You know, everyone's getting ready, getting recharged. They're like, whoo, you know, that year was whatever. Let me get ready for the next year, right? So I fed a need of people wanting to hear the voice of God. So I want you to think about, what need are you feeding? So I want you to write down all of the different areas, in which you have influence, or you can have influence. That's number one. Number two, I want you to consider partnering with someone. So maybe on one day you sell your product or service to one group, and then on the next day you allow someone else to come sell their products and services to you. So I want you to think about both of those different areas. Maybe you can swap or share audiences. Maybe one day someone is sharing about their product on their social media pages, and then the next day you're sharing about theirs, right? So that's another thing that you can do. Or you can do a bundle together. So let's say you're not really into t-shirts, but you know someone who designs t-shirts, and you're willing to do a revenue share, right? And y'all come together and y'all do a revenue share. That's another way where you could go ahead and jump in on Black Friday. The next thing I need you guys to really think about is to go ahead and get your messaging. So if you have an email list, which I hope you do, or if you have an email list, I hope you do. If you have a text message list, you should get one. If you don't, I want you to go ahead and start to pull together your content. What you don't want to be doing, listen, is waiting to the last minute. It's trying to write emails and send out content and send out texts the week of, or a few days. Look, you've already lost, but because you guys are in here today, you guys are going to start rolling out your content. Oh, and another thing, you know, Black Friday is on Thursday, because you know they keep probably on Wednesday now, right? I think Black Friday is like on Monday now, right? They just keep moving Black Friday up. But it starts in advance. Okay, it starts in advance. So that means a minimum of a week before Black Friday, before you're getting ready to open your offer, you need to start telling people that it's coming. You need to start creating content, doing videos, doing reels. You need to start telling people that Black Friday is coming and this is what you are offering. Okay. So I want you to start thinking about that. And then, of course, I want you to think about the best deal that you can give, the best deal that you can give your audience without breaking the bank. Did I say breaking the bank? The best deal. This is not, this is not the time to be overcharging and be like, my stuff worth $10,000, and you're gonna price yourself out. Like, that's cool and everything. You just may not need to participate in Black Friday. Man, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, thoughts, wisdoms, and revelations for me before we y'all got anything? Who's ready now? Who has some ideas? Now that you've set on this, I want to know if you have any ideas, or if you're like, nah, it's not for me. Listen, let me tell you something. If somebody was literally holding out cash, right? They had a wad of cash in their hand and they told you to come get you some. Would you stand there and watch everybody else go get the cash, or would you walk your tail up there and get some cash too, right? That's what happens when you don't get in the Black Friday game. You're literally watching everyone else make money but you. Then we go back and say, oh God, I need this. And I ain't gonna pay for this. And how am I gonna do this? And everything else. Hey, Miss Charlene, I see your question. We have not released the dates for our next 7-day writing boot camp, but stay tuned. We'll have some dates for you soon. All right. Any other questions? Someone said they're still learning how to build an email list. Look, I don't know if you bought the Kingdom Scribes database, but we had a whole training on building an email list. I feel like we did. I'm sure we did. You can go in there and look. Kingdom Scribes was a portal that we offered for ridiculously low $27, and it has tons of trainings and videos and content galore, teaching you how to do anything you can think of that you need to do. So I just wanted to share that. All right, y'all. I feel like we rounded out. Hopefully y'all are going to partake in Black Friday. If you don't do nothing else, I want you to think about one offer, one thing that you can do, one thing that you can focus on. Don't be trying to sell 15, 11,000 things. Time on Monday, I'm going to sell this. On Tuesday, I'm going to sell this. On Wednesday, I'm going to sell this. No. We don't need to do that. Yes, it's the same portal for the 3-day free boot camp. Absolutely. Same portal. I used to sell it, a membership to it for $97 a month. The Lord came and was like, no. So now we pretty much give it away every time we have a training. I think I pretty much wrapped it up. I'm waiting for y'all's questions. I can't wait to see some of your what if Miss Charlene said, what if you don't have your book yet? Can you pre-sale with a bundle? That's a good question. Miss Charlene, can you tell me where's your book and when is it gonna be done? So if your book is coming soon, meaning like it's almost done, it's in format, it's in the final phases, and you're just waiting to release it, yes. If you haven't written a book, or it's still very early on, I would advise against that. That can get really tricky. Anything can happen. Then you have all these pre-sale orders and you end up having problems fulfilling. So we don't want you to do that. The next question we got is, how do we get the Kingdom Scribe portal? Join one of our challenges. And then you can get it. Our free challenges we offer it in. Right now, it's currently not for sale. The price has been $27, but I'm raising the price to $47 because we are getting ready to have another boot camp type thingamabob going on pretty here soon. So yeah. All right. Yes. If you're in the okay, y'all want to know next. Okay, can I tell y'all want to know a secret? I'm about to tell y'all a secret. We have not released this. Let me get my dates together. We have not released this, but we are doing, I want you to save the date. I want you to save the date for November When did we say we was gonna do that? November 11th or November 18th? I think November 18th. Or is it November 11th? I think it's November 11th. Lord have mercy. Either November 11th or November 18th. I'm gonna check on my team. November 11th, I think, is when we're doing it. November 11th. I want you to save the date. We are having a 1 day Kingdom Scribes boot camp. We're doing a 1 day Kingdom Scribe boot camp. It's going to be free for you to join. Okay, it's going to be on a Saturday. It's going to be from 2 to 6. I believe it's November 11th. And we have a special speaker. It's going to be talking about releasing the scribe anointing. And we're going to talk about how you can make money from writing your books and all kind of things. It's kind of cool. So it's another type of spin on Map Your Book Out, except we're doing it on a Saturday. So I just wanted to share that with you guys as exclusive content. I think it's November 11th. Lord have mercy. That means we need to get y'all the information to register ASAP. All right. I think it's November. I think it's November. If it's not November, I'm gonna check the dates to make sure that I know. But it's either November 11th or November 18th. I gotta look. All right, guys. Well, I think I pretty much gave y'all everything that I've gotten. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in. You can tag me in the question in this live broadcast. If you're watching a replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay. Thank you for making it this far. And guess what? God willing, we will be back here next Monday at 12 o'clock for another episode of Marketing Monday. Invite your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and share this out with someone who is interested in making money on Black Friday. And love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.